What is going on? Thank y'all so much for checking out the channel once again. In today's video, we're going to be starting off my kicker series on this channel. So we have the cheapest 12-inch kicker that you can get. This is, of course, the Comp 12 or the C12. Let's get into it. 45 seconds. First of all, guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. If I can get y'all to leave a like and subscribe, that would help out so much, guys. The more I grow and the better my videos do, the more stuff I can do for y'all. Soon, we're going to have some giveaways and whatnot, so please subscribe and stay tuned for more to come. But let's get right into this review. Of course, kicker, Comp 12, 300 watts, peak 150 watts RMS, so pretty low rated sub, but this thing was like 80 bucks, so let's see, is kicker worth it? Is kicker still relevant or not? Let's get into it. First off, we have, of course, a very nice looking box, as you would imagine from kicker. All the normal stuff. Over here, we have a little bit of specs. Shows kind of that optimal RMS power range, below 150 watts. And it shows for sealed and vented. And it says the frequency response is 27 to 500 hertz. So let's go ahead and open this guy up. So we get a few kicker stickers. Then we have our little specs sheet over here for the 10, 12, and 15. So let's take a look at what we got going on. This is a single 4-ohm sub. It says the FS is 30 hertz and the SPL is 88 dB. And there's some of the other parameters as well. And the X-Max is 10.3 millimeters. It actually has some nice detail about how to build a box, talking about, you know, how thick your MDF is and how to calculate for the internal volume of the speaker itself and whatnot. So pretty cool there. Here it is, guys. This is the first brand new kicker comp I've ever had, so kind of neat to see one brand new. Normally you see these things reused all the time. They've been making at least similar ones to this for years and years. So of course we have that really low profile design over here. Then we have that little bit 10 millimeters of X-Max. We have kicker's kind of signature looking cone and their little ribbed surround over here. We do have a plastic cover around here. Then there is some material down here to help it seal, so that's nice. Of course, stamped steel basket, as you would imagine. Nice little motor down here with a nice boot covering over it. It is nicely painted and whatnot. Kicker does go to some nice lengths to make their products look nice and clean and whatnot. Of course, a plastic dust cap and cone in here, but that's what you'd expect from kicker's entry sub. Then this is a single voice coil sub, so we have our positive and our negative over here. And then in there, the tinsel leads are sewn into the spider, so that is nice for an entry-level sub again. And there's all that plastic down there for that cone. We, of course, have some venting right in there. And there's the motor. Well, super basic sub, as you'd imagine, for kicker's entry sub. That being said, at 80 bucks, does seem to be a little steep. There's a bunch of subs that you can get around that $50 range that seem like, at least spec-wise, they would be better than this. But we'll put this thing to the test, see how it does. Let's go ahead and throw it in a box and start letting it break in. Let's see if it'll fit in this Skar box. This box is about 2 cubic feet, tuned to like 36 hertz, I believe. So let's see what we can do. Yes, it does fit in there quite nicely. So let's get her hooked up. We've got it in here. And we're holding steady at 3.4 ohms, which is pretty close. This multimeter does seem to run a tad bit low on the ohms, so I think we're all good there. We got her in the box and got her hooked up. Let's start playing a little bit of music so we can just kind of hear it, see how it sounds, and then we'll get on to some tests. So not too much action there, but that is no surprise. This is a really pretty big cabin to pressurize, so not surprised we weren't getting a ton of rattling and not a ton of mirror shaking or anything like that. But hey, this is Kicker's little, beginner sub, bottom of the line sub that they make, and it does all right. It sounds decent in kind of that normal music range, but does not play the lows really that well at all. Of course, you would not expect it to, but just wanted to mention that. And not really just a lot of movement to it. It just doesn't move a lot, guys. Some stuff like the Skar SDR and some other subs definitely just move more than this, so at least looks more impressive and does get louder and play lower better. Whereas this guy, not really that great. In my opinion, not worth the $80. But we're going to see how it does on some tests. We're going to do the musical RMS test first, just to see if we can get it through a song, playing it around its RMS power. Should do that, no problem. And then we'll do the dB test, just to see how loud we can get it. So let's get to it. So I was pushing that well above that 150 watts mark. It pretty much stayed above that mark almost the entire song. Sometimes we were even peaking about 300 watts, and it made it through absolutely no sweat. So Kicker rating this very conservatively. Good to see. Right under 3,000 watts. And we got a 134.7. All right, we're gonna do a 40 hertz test tone little RMS test just to see how she performs. Seconds. "45 seconds. Just for fun there, did that test tone RMS test, and we had it well above 150 watts the entire time for a whole minute, and it did fine. It did start to smell, but nothing terrible. And again, we started like 250 watts, and it dropped down to about 190, so well above their rated power of 150 watts RMS, so pretty cool. Made it a minute through that, made it through the full song, absolutely no problem. Peaking a good deal higher than that 150 watts as well there. So overall, guys, RMS test is definitely a pass, but this thing does not like to get that loud, and it does not like to get that low whatsoever. So just not that much to this sub. Well, it's been fun making this again. I'm going to do a Kicker series, so next up will be the next step up from this guy. Don't remember exactly which one that is, but we'll have that in here and get that done soon. We are going to run through them, guys, see how all of them do. Will be a really, really fun lineup and next couple videos. And then we've got some other stuff planned as well. So let me know what y'all think. Is getting something like this worth the $80, or are you really paying for the Kicker name? Y'all let me know what you think. Please, like I said earlier, like, comment, and subscribe. All three of those help out the channel so much more than y'all know. and it means the world to me. Also, for subscribers, we will be having some giveaways here soon. Gonna be giving away some really, really nice stuff that I've got piling up back there, so please subscribe to stay tuned for all that. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day, guys, and keep basing on.